Welcome back, Buck Road Loggers. Here we are back at the lot again. We got the skidder here. We got the Franken tractor project. And today's big day. Last weekend we got the pedestal switched over. All the steering components hooked up on both tractors. We got the bracket for the loader attached to the 800. And today we are going to see, we're going to put it right on there. Today we're going to put the loader right on the tractor. It's not going to be any issue. It's going to fit no problem, 100%. Guaranteed, I think. We're going to find out anyways. So hopefully by the end of this video, we'll be testing out the new loader. We're not sure what we're going to call it. It's either going to be the Franken tractor, obviously, that's what you'd call it. Or since it's part 860 and part 2000, so it's a Ford 2000 and a Ford 860, we're going to probably call it a Ford 2860. I don't know if that model exists, but it does now. And it's a beast. It's going to be ridiculous. This is going to be good. This is going to be good for our production, I think. Maybe. We'll see. Stay tuned. Can't really see nothing over there, can you?
Grab the plate.
And just don't get underneath it.
Right, that's what I'm trying to not do.
Try to get as straight as you can on it.
All right, well, we're back here Sunday morning. Got the Franken tractor all put together. We still got a lot of nuts and bolts left, but it's together, so we don't know where they're supposed to go, so it must be they are completely unnecessary. It worked out pretty good. All we really had to do was we changed out the steering linkage here, this lower arm pedestal. That was really it. Oh, and the loader. Yeah, that was a real treat. Honestly, it wasn't so bad. Franken tractor project is complete. Now we just got to put a whooping on it and see if it holds up. So, but here we got the carcass over here. This always ends up happening to one of the tractors. This poor thing, it served us well. But yeah, this is still a good runner, but it's got a bad piston or something, and it's got a hell of a lot of blow-by, which is fine. We're going to use this to haul trailers around the yard, so that way we don't have to hook onto them with our trucks all the time. So stay tuned for that adventure. We're not quite done with machinery fixing this year, but I'm probably going to wait for better weather. I'm waiting for parts for that. What are you going to do? It's either buy brand new stuff, and I'm completely good on that. So to recap, in this session of March machinery maintenance madness, we did a lot to the skidder. We cleaned it, pressure washed it, new fuel filters. We replaced the battery terminals, put a little flap over the battery so that way then it gets covered in grease as much. Fixed that bearing, which was weird. Tightened a bunch of bolts. We discovered that the beaver tail was basically falling off it, so Spent an afternoon tightening all these big old bolts down. Had tried to grab some footage of that, but it was hard to see. Let's see, what else did we do? Replaced a bunch of nuts and bolts. As we were working it throughout the summer, all these brand new nuts and bolts are gonna disappear. They're gonna vanish, and they're gonna be like, where'd all the bolts go? Yeah, the oil change. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, went right through it. It's ready for some summer beatings. Oh yeah, we changed the cable out too. 100-foot of cable. It's a newer lightweight cable. The other cable is on there. It's a lot heavier duty than this one. But we're not hauling ogres and stuff. We're normally just hauling around firewood trees. So this cable should be fine. And a lot easier on us dragging it around the woods. Yeah, then there's the Franken-Tractor project. That took a lot longer than the skidder. The skidder we went through in a weekend, maybe 2 weekends. This was almost a month of Sundays to get this thing together. A lot of torching bolts to get them loosened. A lot of scratching our heads and figuring out what we're gonna have to swap between the two machines. But if you were wondering whether or not components between the Ford 2000 series and the 8 and 600 series are compatible, they sure as hell are. Everything is the same. So for today, we're not 100% sure where we're gonna go to make firewood. We gotta come up with 5 cord of wood. We don't want to get into our winter stash over there. Might be going back to the quarry lot to grab them end cuts today. So stay tuned and see what we're up to.